Hello, dear students. Welcome back to the Pharmaverse, your bilingual gateway to pharmaceutical wisdom. I'm Rahul Chak, and I'm thrilled to have you here for part 2 of our deep dive into capsules, solid dosage forms. If you haven't checked out part 1, it is already live on my channel, packed with some foundational concepts and key MCQs from this topic. Make sure you give it a watch for a complete understanding. Today, we will going to tackle some important high-yielding objective questions that are not only exam relevant but also clinically insightful. So, without wasting any further time, let's get started. So, moving on to the very first question of our today's session, and that is, which of the following capsule number can accommodate the maximum medicament? And the options are 1, 0, 3 या 5. So जो standard capsule size होता है, that basically numbering is in inverse, means a smaller number indicates a larger capsules. So the order from largest to smallest will be 0 0 0, then 0 0, then 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So therefore, among the given options, 1035, the size 0 is considered to be the largest and can hold the maximum amount of medication or the medicament. So we can say option B, that is 0 is the correct answer for this question. Moving on to the next question. The term capsule is derived from capsula, which is a options are Greek term, Spanish term, Latin term या French term. So जो word capsule है, that basically originates from the Latin word capsula, which basically means a small box or a container. So we can say option C, that is Latin term, is the correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question. Hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose can be used for या as options are diluent, super disintegrant, lubricant या making an empty capsule shell. So जो HPMC होता है, it is a plant derived polymer जिसका यूज किया जाता है to make vegetarian capsule shells and it is an alternative to gelatin. So we can say option D, that is making an empty capsule shell is considered to be the right answer for this question. So moving on to the next question. The correct statement with respect to the hard gelatin capsule is options दिए गए हैं body is longer, the cap is longer, the body and cap are equal, या the body is shorter and wider. So in hard gelatin capsules में the two parts are there which are body, that is considered to be a longer section, and a cap that is considered to be a shorter section. The cap fits over the open end of the body to close it. The body is longer than the cap, which locks over it to form a complete shell. So we can say option A, that is body is longer, is correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question. Shell of a soft gelatin capsules are made elastic by adding, options are PEG, that basically stands for polyethylene glycol, sorbitol, povidone या buna N. So sorbitol is basically act as a plasticizer in soft gelatin capsules, which helps in enhancing the elasticity, flexibility, and preventing the brittleness. So we can say option B, that is sorbitol, are basically used for making soft gelatin capsule shell to be more elastic. So moving on to the next question. Rotoweight is used to measure, options are rotation speed of the capsules, weight of the capsules, sorting speed of the capsules, या none of these. So जो rotoweight है is basically an instrument या automated system that is basically used to precisely measure the capsule weight during manufacturing quality control. So we can say option B, that is weight of the capsule, is the right answer for this question. Means rotoweight is used to measure the weight of the capsules. So moving on to the next question. Convenient dosage forms to deliver pellets or granular material orally is, so options are hard gelatin capsules, soft gelatin capsules, layer tablets या compressed tablets. So जो हमारे hard gelatin capsules होते हैं, they're basically an ideal dosage forms for containing the multi-particulate systems like as pellets and granules in powders, which offers high flexibility in filling material and release profiles. So we can say option A, that is hard gelatin capsule, is the correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question. In capsules, rotofill is used for filling. Options are powders, pellets, liquids, or corrosive liquids. So rotofill system is basically specialized in liquid filling, particularly in soft gelatin capsules to ensure accurate dosing and sealing. So we can say option C, that is liquids, is the correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question, which is an ideal combination for testing the solubility of an enteric coated capsule in an alkaline medium. So we have to tell out of the given four options which is the ideal combination, and the options are sodium bicarbonate plus potassium hydroxide plus pepsin, sodium bicarbonate plus tauroglycolate plus papain, sodium bicarbonate plus pancreatin plus tauroglycolate, या sodium bicarbonate plus bilirubin. So the pancreatin as well as tauroglycolate stimulates the intestinal movements, making this combination optimal for assessing the enteric-coated capsule dissolution. So we can say option C, that is sodium bicarbonate plus pancreatin plus tauroglycolate is an ideal combination for testing the solubility of an enteric-coated capsules in an alkaline medium. So moving on to the next question, the rotostat is an equipment that has been used for, and the options are to separate the unfilled capsules, to fix the cap and the body of the capsules after filling, to separate the improper tablets, या to adjust the required compression of the tablets. So जो rotosort होता है that basically help you to ensure that there is a proper sealing of the capsule's body and cap after filling, and which is plays a very important or critical role for its stability and the protection. So we can say option B, that says to fix the cap and the body of the capsule after filling is the correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question, 330 mg of aspirin is to be filled in hard gelatin capsules. Which of the following is an appropriate capsule size? So in the options are 1, 2, 0, yeah, 0, 0. So a size 2 capsule generally holds approximately around 330 to 400 mg of powder depending upon the density, which is basically an ideal for filling 330 mg of aspirin as asking in the question. So we can say option B, that is option number B, 2 is the correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question, 000 basically represent what? Options are dose of a tablet per day, 3 tablets per dose, tablet size, या capsule size. So 000 is the largest hard gelatin capsule size that is particularly used for high dose formulation, especially when considered the case of veterinary medicines. So we can say option D, that is capsule size, is the correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question, the bloom strength of the capsule should be in the range of, options are 100 to 300 grams, 10 to 30 milligrams, 150 to 250 grams, या 100 to 150 grams. So जो हमारी bloom strength होती है that basically it is used to reflect the firmness of gelatin and it is measured in grams first of all. So obviously automatically option B becomes wrong. For capsule grade gelatin, the ideal range is around 150 to 250 grams to ensure the shell strength and its elasticity. So we can say option C, that is 150 to 250 grams is considered to be the correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question, the smallest size of the capsules most widely used is, options are 0, 5, 1, yeah 000. So capsule size 5 is considered to be the smallest and holds the least volume, that is around 65 mg for average density powder, and it is used for pediatric or low dose applications. So we can say option B, that is 5 is the correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question, green bone is a source of, options are type A gelatin, type B gelatin, both A and B, या none of the above. So जो हमारा type B gelatin होता है that is basically derived from green bone via alkaline hydrolysis, which contributes to a lower isoelectric point and different gel properties. So we can say option B, that is type B gelatin, is the correct answer for this question. So moving on to the next question, ingredients that has been used for the encapsulation in soft capsules should should flow by gravity at a temperature not exceeding, options are 35 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius, 25 degrees Celsius, yeah 20 degrees Celsius. So for the soft gelatin capsules, the film material must be a liquid enough to flow by gravity below 25 degrees Celsius to prevent the shell deformation and leakage. So we can say option C, that is 25 degrees Celsius, is the correct answer for this question. Moving on to the next question, which lubricant is used for the capsule filling operations? Options are sodium starch glycolate, cross scremulose, crosspovidone, magnesium stearate. So the magnesium stearate is a standard lubricant that has been used to reduce the friction during the capsule filling and to ensure the smooth flow of the powders. So we can say option D, that is magnesium stearate is the right answer for this question. So moving on to the last and the final question of our today's session, and that is the conservation phase separation technique is used for. Options are capsules, liposomes, microencapsulation, a sustained release drug formulation. So, the conservation technique is a method for microencapsulation where the droplets of the particles are coated by phase separation using the polymers. So, we can say option C, that is microencapsulation, is the correct answer for this question. So, that's it for the today's session on the topic capsules, solid dosage forms, part 2. And I hope these MCQs will going to help you to sharpen your preparations. And if you like the video, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more pharmacy insights. Thank you.